Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we're live. Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now? Woo! Can you guys hear me now? My mic was unplugged. I just realized it. So, how's everybody doing? Are we learning about plumbing? I don't know if anybody's been watching the rebuild on the rig, but we learned that white plumbing is worse than black plumbing, according to Elvis. Because you can always tell how good plumbing is by its. You guys are here. You can always tell whether plumbing's good based on its color. It has nothing to do with anything else. The material it's made out of or anything else is just like, ugh, that guy gets to be too much at times. So I just thought I'd come over here and provide some comedic relief. So hello, Joseph Camus, and hello, White Tupac. And I have the rats around here somewhere, Joseph. That's racist. That's racist! It wasn't me who said it. It was Elbow. You can tell. Hello. He knows everything about everything. It's pretty funny. I was just going, really, dude? Really? It was just, yeah, he was a little extra tonight, so it was pretty funny. He went to, if you guys missed the live stream, I guess they're trying to cook a pot roast in, whatchamacallit, crock pot. And he unplugged it, tripped over the cord, and I guess he plugged it back in, and then he unplugged it again and didn't realize it was unplugged for about an hour or something. So it was pretty funny. And then it was still cooking, and then the neighbor came over, and then Elvis had to go to the store to get water or something. So while he was gone, they ended up fixing dinner and stuff. It was pretty funny. Oh, I didn't even want to go there, Joseph. Did not even want to go there. Yeah. So that's. Hey. All right. Welded the plastic trap. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So like these parts here are stronger. See this part here? This has threads. This part here does not have threads, but this part here has threads. The threads are always stronger. Everybody knows that. Oh boy. And you're probably wondering, why do I have PVC pipes on hand all the time? I usually use these for backdrops, really cheap lighting stands that are really secure, and various things. Thanks, White Tupac. Do it, Elvis. My sideburns. Yeah, I saw that. You just put rags in there. That way the water won't leak and stuff. It'll be pretty good. So, and I know my jacket is too clean before you guys say anything. But it is good for chooching and stuff. If I took any scissors to this wig, it would seriously fall apart. It is pretty cheaply made. But I do have the cool fake biker vest. It says right there. It says biker. Yeah. So, oh wait, it's cold in Santa Rosa, so you have to wear your beanie so you look like a safety cone. So now we are ready to go chuchin. And that way, if I meet up with anybody, I will let them know that I am the alpha male and I'll take on anybody. Except if your name has two N's in it, then I'll go the other way. Hello. Next page. Oh yeah. It's too much. I have some blue shorts. You just can't see them because my camera. I'm not wearing them right now, but like I said before, I actually bought those shorts when I joined a gym because they're comfortable. And I have like 2 or 3 pairs of those teal blue ones. I've got a couple pairs of the orange ones, a couple pairs of black ones, a couple pairs of silver ones. So yeah, I bought them for like workout wear or something. But anyways, that was that. And the bad thing about wearing this wig all the time is it gets hot, and then it makes my whole face and neck look incredibly red. Sometimes when I go out to the garage to make my videos, I have to actually have the garage door, the side door open to get a little bit of a breeze so I don't cook myself. So yeah, I'll save that for later. Save those for later. Yeah, blue velour flex steel gym shorts. Yeah, that's right. I wonder if you ever saw the video where the guy who bought the flex steel sofa found some money in the sofa. Hey, that guy owes me some money. Oh, Rogue Explorations, how's it going? So how's everybody doing it? So put in the chat where you're from and how long you've been. Do I have the prison shoes? Funny you ask. I'll be right back. I have the gift of gab. I have the prison shoes. I have the gray shorts. I have the blue shorts. Oh, yep, it did. The coronavirus came from there. He spilt the corona, and then it mutated, and then that's where the coronavirus came from. But see, I do own the shorts. These are actually really comfortable shorts for like working out and stuff like that. So I keep saying stuff too much, but they're like breathable, perforated. So yeah, I just grabbed these. I got a couple more. Got the orange ones, got the black ones. Assyrian DNA. Hey, Mr. DNA Strand, where did you come from? From the sofa. We take DNA and try to make. Oh, that's from something else. Yes, yes. My prison shorts are clean, along with my jacket and with my orange safety hat. Yeah, they don't. I think the most I've worn these is probably at one time when I slept. I can't even talk. When I sleep in them, I'll probably wear them for like maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then that's about it. Coach's Ames, what's up? But yeah, these are the shorts. Did you know if you subscribe to PBS and that show they have on there, This Old Van, where it's about a guy who he's been living in his van for approximately 5, going on 6 years, and his friend who does all the remodeling watches. If you subscribe to that, you can get under the pricing tier and get yourself a pair of shorts, or even some prison sandals or a big glass mug. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I gotta weed through a lot of the things that he does on there, because sometimes some of that stuff's just low hanging fruit. It's just way too easy. But yeah, he's always giving up material, and it's just like, here we go. And what's funny is, as he's doing it, people are in the chat are going, here you go, Hot Frog. Want to see a parody? Want to see a parody? Want to see a parody? But it's all good. It's fun. So yeah, Mr. The last video I did, I guess, was the Mr. Clean one, where Mr. Clean came to clean his jacket and ends up. You'll just have to watch it if you haven't seen it already. So that's what he's doing. The flux capacitor. Yeah, oh boy, he's something else. He is something else. So this is like weird and stuff. I don't know how it goes together. The humor. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I try. It's good fun. I enjoy doing what I do. See, as you can see, let me take this loose here. Sorry for the noise. Move that out of the way. Pull this off right here. But yeah, I've got like my microphone on some PVC stand kind of thing. It just makes it handy. Just puts it where I need it, and if I need to extend it longer, just add more PVC. PVC, not PVC. It's that PCP pipe them kids are talking about. Blue velour flex steel gym shorts. Yep. Yeah, the neighbors are playing music, but it's not really that loud, or I could complain about the music playing from the neighbors. Oh, that's where that went. Been cleaning some stuff up around here and keep finding things. I found this card reader that I forgot I bought. I'm like, man, my headphones are starting to fall apart. They lost the rubber piece that went like here. It just kind of broke off, but they still sound okay. Just lost that piece. Had these for, I don't know, about 5 or 6 years or something. But they still sound really good. Just putting them off and on it, the thing finally just kind of gave out and broke from wearing out. But then I picked these up. These are Tascam headphones. See, like brand new. I haven't even used them yet. But yeah, feels pretty good. Elvis is pretty good. Like Elvis travels. He's fun. He was upset. Really? All my videos are going to the top. That's too. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, I keep getting threats when I go through my comments. Some of them are hidden, and I'll look to see who they're hidden by. And there's a guy who calls himself Elvis Travels, but he only has like 10 or 12 subscribers, and he's like, I don't know. He just says he's gonna come beat me up. I said, don't be so salty, Fig Zia. He was upset. Really, last night he was really upset about that, and I shut up first. Oh, happy camper. Oh, Rosie, look at the hot frog. This guy, why does he keep doing this? Yeah, Marshall. You're the show. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh. That's funny. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I would have seen that. I'll have to try to find that if that video is still up. Because yeah, it looks like he may be leaving pretty soon. I mean, judging how well they're still getting along, I'm surprised he hasn't left already. But yeah, it was something. I was watching the live stream earlier that they're doing, and I was seeing watching Missy Jen throwing the stuff into the fire, and I'm like, I wonder if any of that stuff's Elvis's belongings. I thought she'd probably be over there going, this one belongs to Elbow. Throws in the fire. This one belongs to Elbow. And this is for eating George's snacks. Yeah, on the bikini. Okay. Oh, on the bikini cooking channel, he's going off. Oh man, that's funny. That's too funny. Just it goes against YouTube. I can't. Oh, I'm laughing too much. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's probably complaining. That goes against YouTube's terms of service. That is illegal what he is doing. I am calling my Assyrian lawyers. Missy Jen, yeah, I'm not sure who has more patience, Missy Jen or Rosie. But it's just like, but yeah, it's pretty funny stuff right there. That was good times. Yeah, I wasn't even planning on coming on doing this live, but I just figured, see what everybody else is doing real quick and just pop up here and say hello to everybody and ask what everybody's takeaway was from what they saw. So, Rosie, do you believe there's like these little babies that fly around and shoot arrows that have hearts on them? Because like on Valentine's Day, I see that everywhere. So, all right, gotta head out. All right, have a good night. I know it's probably pretty late where a lot of people are, so I appreciate you popping in. I know it's like 10:30 here. I'm the jester. That's right. I have to be the jester. Somebody has to be it. So it might as well be me. Not Hop Frog. I am going to get him. I am going to get him if it's the last thing I do. Alrighty. Yep. I always make his day. I'm glad I'm that little ray of sunshine in Elbow's life because he needs that. I feel bad for him. He needs people to pay attention to him. So figure, why not? Because he's got 24 people watching this stream now. Yeah. No, it's funny. I'm reading his chat. Someone's saying they're Assyrian and they're in law school and they're willing to help him out. There's his Assyrian lawyer right there. There you go. Hey Janice, how's it going? 1:16 there? Yeah, it's late on the East Coast, I know. Yeah, the crockpot needed to start earlier. These crockpot, there's something wrong with it. It is from California, and they have bad stuff there. Oh, man. Everything is always somebody else's fault. So, can't wait till he gets on the road and starts boondocking again and starts chipping out. That'll be fun. That'll be entertaining. That'll be very, very entertaining. So I think so. And then I'll have more material to do more stuff. And then, oh man, that guy. So I don't know. Some people are trying to tell me that I'm promoting him. I don't think I'm promoting him. I'm trying to demote him, but I'm not trying to promote him. There's a difference. But the words still have mold in them. They still make the same thing. You don't see very much closet space. He just piles everything up everywhere. I mean, he's made room for the bed by taking out the shower. Because originally those things were designed just to be kind of something to get away for like a weekend camping trip. Rather than having a tent, you get something a little bit more substantial. You drive it there. You have a bathroom there. You have your shower, your little refrigerator, and your hot plate or your little stove for cooking up the fish you caught or whatever you happen to bring while you're camping. And then when you're done, go home, take your stuff out, and it's not really designed to be lived in, but he's been doing it for the past however many years it's been. So yeah. Hey, Cajun Kev, how's it going? Yeah, he could definitely use some more closet space. But yeah, he's I don't know. It's just because originally where he put the bed is where the bathroom and the cabinets and everything were, is what I understand. 1 meter of living space. Oh, that's true. That is true. So I am self-contained. I don't need any more room. I have everything I need. Your ears are still hurting. Yeah, it's a 250 frame with the van body, and then it has like a little trailer on top of the van body. It's not very substantial. I'm surprised it's held up as long as it has. So I mean, but yeah, you can't be neglecting stuff like he was. So hopefully he appreciates all the work that's been put into it, because that thing was in pretty bad shape. If he tried taking it to a scrap yard, they probably would have turned him away. It was in that bad a shape. Said, no, we don't want it here. No, 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 no. But it is the Lisa Marie. Maybe the Smithsonian will buy it, since he's such an international celebrity. That's what I'd like to see happen to it. It becomes a national monument. Maybe we can take it to Cadillac Ranch and stick it in the ground like next to the other cars. Be more like Stonehenge with all the camper vans. Maybe that's what we need, is just to park it there and put a bunch of camper vans in the ground. Or maybe you can, the late 80s trucks from Ford, yeah, they were kind of, it seems like a lot of manufacturers in the late 70s to the 90s were trying to find ways to shave money, and the quality wasn't very good, and the aesthetics were lacking a lot of times and stuff too. You're lacking. Yeah, I bet the homeless people in New York have better vans. The driver space from the dinette, yeah. The Rosie did a good job building it. It looks really secure, but I couldn't. I just the whole design of it, and that's how he designed it, was the royal throne was on one side and it's like really big, and then the other side's really narrow, and you have to put your feet like this to sit on the thing. It's really designed just for him, just one person. But yeah, the space between the dinette and the driver's seat. Yeah, there's not a lot of room. It's not gonna stay clean. I mean, that every time he shows himself in the Shine Shack, it looks a little worse for wear than it did last time he showed it. So I don't think he understands what cleaning is. Cleaning means you make something not dirty, not cluttered, not totally thrashed, but he just keeps piling stuff up and doing different things. And yeah, blue velour was all the fashion of the 60s. There you go. It is the blue velour flex steel. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing too when I saw that at Cajun Kev. I mean, I don't own a van. I can't say I'm an expert, but just looking at things the way they were in the van when they were taking them out and replacing them, a lot of people said everything is designed for putting a lot of stuff into a very small space for temporary use, and you take things out, like move the water tank to where they did. That's just, I don't know. It just seems like they're going to have some balance issues. He's just covering up Roshni. He can't prevent. Yeah, you can't really call it self-contained either because he doesn't have the facilities. Oh wow. Hello, Judith. So your friend had an F-150 from the same period of time. Yeah, yeah. There's always certain vehicles, they just have like a batch where they have a whole bunch of problems and they try to take care of the problem, and they have lots of replacement parts, but you have to replace them because they won't do whatchamacallit. They don't do a recall unless it's something that's major serious, like with the airbags and the other stuff. But suspension is something still pretty serious. But I think they would just say that, oh, it broke for overuse or whatever, so, or neglect, and so it's always something. I've known people who've had some Ford products and they love them. They think they're the greatest. And I've known other people who bought Ford products once as on a recommendation from a family member, and they said, nope, never again, never again, not doing this again. Oh, you share all your vehicles with each other. There you go. That's cool. But yeah, some of those vehicles are bad. It's why a friend of mine told me one time, he goes, dude, don't buy American. I was gonna get another car, and he's all, don't buy American ever again. Stick with Toyota or Honda. Because those are more dependable. So yeah, like we bought a Corolla and we had that we still have it. We just retired it. We haven't driven it for a while, but that thing, we drove it for about 18 years, got 340,000 on it, no problems. Replaced the starter, I want to say twice, alternator twice, battery 3 times, I think, and just the usual tires, brakes, oil changes, belt changes, just the usual hoses, usual maintenance kind of stuff, but no major repairs or anything. So it's good. From Oceanside to Norfolk. That's a long ways. That is a long ways. Do that, butter. Blufferites eye drops. Okay. I got to get on some of that stuff, don't I? Yeah. American cars are Chinese. They're usually like Chinese parts, and they're assembled either in Canada or Mexico. Seems like the Americans don't want to do tough labor like that. Yeah, I remember the wobbles. What about that guy that got killed in Lincoln? What guy? She's asking about some guy that got killed in a car. You're talking about the Pinto? Okay, he didn't get killed. There was a guy that my aunt knew, and what happened was he was like, I want to say he was like 12 or 13, and this was in the late 70s, and he was in a Pinto, and the lady driving the Pinto, they were going to pick up the lady's husband. From what I remember, I try to remember all the details, but basically what happened was the fuel pump conked out. The Pinto stalled on the freeway. Another car hit him, rear-ended him. Gas tank exploded. Both the lady driving the car and my aunt's friend got burned really, really bad. The lady died from her injuries. The other guy was like just really jacked up. I mean, he was burned from head to toe. They did skin graft after skin graft after skin graft just to try to make him look normal. He looked like Freddy Krueger. He looked really bad, really scary. I remember the first time he came over to our house, he was driving a Jeep and he didn't have the top on. And he's driving by and he slowed down. He's like looking at me because I think he was looking to see our address number. And I'm out in the yard. I don't remember why. I was just a kid and stuff. And he slows down and he looks, and I screamed and I ran in the house. And my aunt's like, "What are you doing? What's wrong? What's wrong?" I go, "There's a scary dude. He's out there and he's like staring at me." She's like, "What?" I go, "Yeah." So, anyways, she. And then I go, "He's coming back." She goes, "Shut up. That's my friend Rick. Shut up, shut up, shut up." But yeah, the guy ended up suing Ford Motor Company for millions of dollars. I think at the time it was like their biggest lawsuit. It was like 28 million or something. It was pretty bad. It was like, wow. I mean, his fingertips, his nails that he had, it was like about that much of a fingernail. All his fingertips were burnt off. His ears they had to peel skin off his back and kind of cobble some ears together. His lips were gone. They took some skin off his knee or under his arm or something to make new lips out of. His nose, they had to peel and take some tissue from his butt to put on his nose. And somebody goes, "Oh, so he was a butt nose." Huh? Anyways. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, Pintos were bad news. Yeah. Pintos can float. Okay, I didn't know that they could float. Did not know that. But yeah, it was pretty bad news. Yeah, I heard that about the Silverado trucks, and I think there was a Ford truck in the 90s or the 80s had a similar situation where you hit it just right, and then the brackets that are holding it would actually shear a hole in the tank, kind of like when the Titanic hit the iceberg, and just send your fuel going everywhere. It was one of there's been a few things where it's just ridiculous. Like the thing with the Pinto, I think I read somewhere it was like either $5 or $10 worth of parts would have protected the gas tank a little bit better and kept it from just rupturing like it did. So they save a few bucks, but do stuff. Oh, the Crown Vics and Lincoln Town Cars. Oh wow. Because the Pintos, the gas tank was actually behind the back seat. It was just right there. There's a lot of cars where they put them like right behind the license plate, and you have to flip down the tank to put gas. And that was kind of just, I don't know, wasn't really the best of ideas. But that is what it is, man. Accidents are no fun. I don't like them. Been in a few. They didn't care. That's because they had that Pacer. Now that was a sweet car. AMC. I'm so sad they went out of business. They made some quality vehicles. The Pacer. It's like driving a big 4-door fishbowl. If you're lucky, you got the cool simulated wood grain paneling on the sides, inside and outside. Macrame floor rugs. And a sweet 8-track player with one speaker in the dash. Yeah, I think that the Wranglers, I think they had to fix those too. But yeah. You guys remember the Pacer? Thing looked like a turtle. You had a Hornet egg? Okay, so yeah. You had like the square version of the Pacer. So there's the Hornet hatchback, there's the Gremlin, and then there's their muscle car, the Javelin. I don't know if it was AMC or maybe it's Datsun, which is now Nissan, but when they used to be Datsun. It had a car called the Honeybee, and then the hubcaps looked like honeycomb. Yeah, it had the glass is like a big fishbowl. It's like a big beetle bug. Yeah, it was just rounded over. But if you ever got stuck in like a rollover accident, it'd probably flip over and kind of just spin. The Chevy Love truck. Yeah, I knew some people actually had those, and I knew people would, put bigger motors and do all kinds of crazy stuff to those things. Chevy Love, the SUV. Was that the Suzuki Samurai or the Brat? No, if Suzuki was a Samurai, I'm thinking of the Subaru Brat, where it had like the seats in the back, and it looked like they were ski poles with bicycle grips on them, and you're all hanging on for dear life. Oh, okay. So the Suzuki Samurai. I know they had one that was called the Sidekick. It was more sporty, but yeah. Yeah, they weren't really designed for hauling stuff. It was supposed to be like kind of like the El Camino and the Ford Ranchero. It was supposed to be like a car that looked like a truck, but you really couldn't put much of anything in there except for maybe one lightweight motorcycle, a couple bicycles, maybe some groceries. Anything more than that, you would have issues. Yep, the Sidekick had problems. Yep, there's a few cars that had problems, and it's like you just read about all the things that it's just like, wow. Yeah, Datsuns. Yeah. What was it, Datsun? They had a little truck. I forget what it was called now. We used to call them Datsun mini trucks, but they had a name. I don't remember what the name was. All right, Janice, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you popping in. Just talking about cars and stuff. You can always tell if a car is more dependable by the size of the tires. The cars with the really small tires, they're not very good. The ones with really big tires are like really better. Yeah, yeah. Halloween balloon bombing. Yep, there you go. There you go. The truck that drives like a car. The El Camino. Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're pretty gutless though. They're just, at least the ones that I've had experience with, they just didn't have any power. It's like whatever they did to them, they just wanted to make them be like a nice family sedan, but be a vehicle that could only hold two people, but it'd just be nice and comfortable just for going to the hardware store, getting a couple gallons of paint, some drywall, going back home. Ugly lime green. Is that what you had? Or are you talking about the paint from that everybody's kitchen was done in the 70s? The avocado green. Why did that get held? Why did your message get held there, Cobra John? You had a real car in your channel? Big tires, fossil fuel, straight pipes. Oh, okay, that's cool. First year. Yeah. Yeah, everything has to be electric or something because we're running out of dinosaur bones. I think I saw that car on your channel. Was that the one you took to the salt flats? I think I saw that car. Yeah, rusty orange and red carpet. Yep, I had it. My first car that I ever owned, my very first car, was a '74 Mercury Capri, and it was pumpkin orange. and the interior was orange as well. It's orange on orange. It was like, oh, but it was cheap. It was actually pretty sporty for what it was. It wasn't a bad car. 4-speed, had no weight to the car, had a V6 in it. I was pretty surprised it was as fast as it was. Your dyno runs for tuning, cool. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen when they try to do stuff. Like Cinderella going to the ball. Oh man, yeah, those things. I'm thinking about starting an Etsy store and doing some macrame stuff, and maybe making some things to hang up that are in those lovely brown and yellow and avocado green colors from the day. Because that was great stuff. We were so cutting edge having those things. Ford was putting salt in the paint. Oh man, I actually knew somebody, believe it or not, from about that same period of time. They worked for Ford in the early 70s as a crash test dummy. Before they had the guys, he was actually working for Ford as a professional crash test dummy. I was like, no. Yeah. The Rabbit, yeah. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, Salt Flats. Who are you talking about? He knows race bikes out there. Oh, you're talking about the Malinky brothers? Yeah, there's a few people that I know that they do take their bikes to Speed Week, set some records, and get on these old vintage motorcycles and see how fast they can go before they launch a piston or a Conrod through the case. Oh, were you? Oh. Windshield wipers slapping at a tempo, keeping perfect song with the rhythm on the radio. Whoa. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh man. Some of the things that people used to do before we realized how unsafe they were, riding around in the back of a pickup, seatbelts. What were those? A friend of mine, he always amazed me. He was out driving when he was about 12 or 13, and I was like doing burnouts in his mom's station wagon and stuff. I was like, dude, crazy people. Crazy people. Yeah. What's up, Junker? How's it going? The bike with the mags. Which bike was you talking about? A motorcycle with mags? Yeah, we didn't. No seatbelts and there was no shoulder strap. That's right. Airbags. That's like your uncle when he comes over for a holiday. That's the only airbag we knew of. Oh yeah. Back in the day when we didn't have no stinking collapsible steering wheels, when we got in a wreck, we had shish kebab. That's how it was, and we liked it. Okay, so you're talking about bicycles that had like the mag looking wheels from back in the day? Or are you talking about motorcycles? No bicycles. Kids on the floor of cars, yeah. Yeah, if there was no room on the bench seats, you would put the kids on the floor. And what's funny is if you had the big bench seats, you didn't have enough kids, they'd slide. Every time you'd be hitting a corner, you're in the back seat. So he takes a hard right, hard left. I know it's the opposite for you guys, but whatever. But yeah, they just got killed. They just they didn't mess around. It's just like, you know what? This is a bad crash. I'm done. I'm just gonna die. Yeah, you don't get whiplash. Why mess around with whiplash? It's just then you got to go to court and all that other stuff. It's just no fun. Just get over and done with. Just kidding. Just kidding. You have kids on the floors of cars. Yeah, I probably have I think my rib on this on my left side I think is about that much further in than the one on my right side from leaning against the door handle of the car, just being squished. Yeah, yeah, they had seatbelts, but they were standard equipment, but using them was optional. And then you just had the lap belt with no shoulder harness. Put the back seat down and just roll back and forth and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yep. Seems like everybody remembers riding in the back of a station wagon. You can see the places where you just were when you're sitting in the way back. Yep, good times, good times. What was really good is those seats they used to have in the cars, especially during your current car has 8 airbags. It probably does. You've got the one in the steering wheel and the passenger side, and then the others, so the pillars, and then the other one, and then sometimes they put them in the seat, and then they're back, and they have them everywhere. So when you get in a wreck, you just look like you're on the inside of a big Jiffy Pop. You're stuck in there. But yeah, station wagons and stuff. But what I was saying is, a lot of the seats were like vinyl, and they had like a perforated texture to make them look cool, but they just like put something in there and then melt them. So they'd have all the grooves and stuff. And then in the summertime, they get really hot, and you wear a pair of shorts, and you're sitting in the back seat, and go to get up, and you have like a waffle print on your legs, and that's from getting stuck to it and peeling your skin off. You think that there's going to be a layer of epidermis stuck to the seat, and you're just like, and then mom or dad would put a towel over it so you wouldn't get burned, have that problem, slide around a few times, towel gets all bunched up in the corner, falls on the floor. I mean, at least they tried to take care of the situation, but that's as far as it went. I had a Cutlass car. There's 2 car doors, but the door's like 5 feet wide. I know. It's almost like a big garage door, but instead of opening like that, it opens from the side. That's why they had the big long things on there. You'd have to hold it with 2 hands to pull it and brace your one foot against the dash. Driving movies. Yep. So you're watching Benji, but you'd be watching what dad was watching and stuff. Yep. Yeah, Black Flannel on a hot summer day. Exactly. We used to do that when I used to go to the movies too. Go to the drive-in. You're supposed to be seeing this one, but you see something else. That didn't sound good. Wow. Did anybody hear that? My neighbors up the road were having a party. Did you hear that, Nick?
Yeah.
Was that fireworks or gunfire?
That was gunfire.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna go investigate. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I don't know how sensitive my mic was, but yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 shots.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, the wind would pull you out. Exorcist. Yeah, I would always like. There's always seemed like there's a Mel Brooks movie playing at the. What was that?
That was me going through the door.
Oh, okay. I thought someone was pounding on our door there for a minute.
Nope.
It did sound like somebody knocking, huh? Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, where I live's pretty remote. It's not. It's. I heard it again. Oh, it's not the hood. So yeah, roller derby movie or something. You're supposed to watch something. So when I was younger, I'd just be looking around, trying to watch the other movies and try to read people's lips and figure out what was going on and stuff. And then later, I got smart. I'd go, oh, I'm going to go to the snack bar, and I'd go in the snack bar. You kind of walk to the edge. You're not supposed to go, but you could kind of hear little things from the speakers and go, oh, okay. Yep. Big Bad Mama, Angie Dickinson. Yep. Good times at the movie theaters. Going to the drive-in. I don't think there's very many drive-ins around here anymore. They usually, so some places have them, but here the property values have gone up quite a bit, so people are actually able to sell the plot of land that they have their movieplex on and do pretty well, and then it gets converted to a shopping mall or apartments or something. So yeah. Yep, drive-in movies were a thing of the past. That is for sure. Wow, but that's crazy. Oh man, I wasn't expecting to hear gunfire. Usually, you just hear the mariachi music and everything's good. Okay. Yeah, there's still some around, but it'll just be a matter of time before they get rid of those. The only thing that really keeps a lot of the drive-in theaters going around here by us is on the weekend they have like swap meets and stuff like every weekend. So they have the swap meets going on, and when they do the swap meets, it usually brings in a bunch of people, and they have to rent their spaces and whatnot. So that pretty much takes care of it, because I know they don't make very much showing movies and stuff, and usually they'll do a double feature to try to get more people interested. Usually be a current movie and a not so current movie, or sometimes it's an older movie and they try to show it together with the one that everybody wants to see to try to bring people in and stuff. And sometimes I know the drive-in theater that's kind of by where my work is, they'll put like a kids movie with a movie that's not made for kids. I can't think of anything for an example right now. It'd be like showing Frozen with The Exorcist or something like that. It's just like hide the trunk to get in free. Yeah. I know one time we were going to go see. Oh, what was that movie we were going to go see? I'm going blank. I don't remember what it was, but it was an R-rated movie, and I was driving, and my nephew was in the car with us. I think he was probably like 12 or 13, and his friend was with us too, with me and the wife. And they said, "Oh, you guys can get in, but not them." I go, "Oh, but they're with it." They're like, "No." Their mom said, "No, they weren't going for it." And I was like, "Okay." So I forget what the movie was. It was like something like Karate Kid or something, and it was like a PG-13 or my nose R though. I forget what it was now. what the movie was, but it was something that wasn't really should have been really rated as an R, but it was for because of language or something probably. So, hello, Walter. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. Nowadays, the thing to do is movie hop. You can hop from one movie to another to another. That's how I got my name Hop Frog from being the fastest one. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I don't do that. I know people who do, but I don't. I don't do that. But yeah, some people will go, "Wow, I saw 5 movies today and it only cost me." I go, "Oh, you know somebody that works there?" No, I just wait. The movie's almost over. I'll sneak out and get in the other theater and bounce around. I'm like, "Oh, okay, okay, whatever, whatever." Alrighty. Oh yeah, my nephews they're in the Boy Scouts, and the Scoutmaster would take them to the movies, and he'd encourage them to movie hop. And I used to joke that they had a movie hopping merit badge. You have to be able to hop so many movies and stuff before you get the exclusive badge. That's what I heard. Movie tickets are. It's been a while since I've been to the movies. We usually wait for something to come out on DVD. But I mean, if you go to the movies, it's like I forget. Someone told me it's like $15 to get in, and then if you get like a thing of popcorn, it's like another $5, and a soda's like another $5, and candy's like another $5. Before you know it, you spent like about $100, and it's for 2 people or something crazy. It's just like, but watching movies at home, you miss out on the experience of the fold down chair that when you fold it down, it smells like old cigarette smoke, and you also miss out on having your shoes stick to the floor from somebody else's spilt soda that they spilt earlier in the day. Then you walk out and you look at your feet and you have like bits of popcorn and some half chewed jujubes stuck to your shoes, and it's just like you gotta pay for experiences like that. Yeah, yeah. There's been a couple movie shootings and stuff. It's just like it's hard to go in there. Yep. You wait for the movies to come to iTunes. Yeah, there you go. Then snacks are expensive. Yeah, I know Mrs. Hopfrog. She charges me. I'll, I'll go to the store and I'll buy some candy and stuff. Then when I get home, she still charges me for it. And, she makes popcorn. I still got to pay like $5. No, just kidding. She doesn't do that. Just kidding. Yeah, snacks are expensive. I remember I went with my son to go see Spider-Man or The Happening or something, and people were sneaking in food. You hear them, they'd have like bags and have them in their coat, and you see like they've got like a big lump, like they've got a colostomy bag or something underneath their clothes, and you hear the ice in the cup going. Every time they walk, it's like ice rattling in their paper cup. It's just like everybody knows what you're doing. A lot of films are done in Louisiana. There you go. Girls got to have spending money. Yep, 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 yep. She's actually pretty good. She doesn't spend too much money. But nowadays she knows about Amazon and other stuff, so it's just like, I like that. Amazon makes things too easy. Alrighty. Huh? She's laughing about something. I don't know. sometimes she disappears and goes to other places and she starts laughing at stuff. So it's like, okay. All righty. All right. Well, I know it's getting late, and I will let you guys go. I just thought I'd come on here for a little bit. So people kind of been asking what about playing games? Oh, Yoville, yeah. Yeah, she used to play Yoville on Facebook and Farmville and throwing down that Farmville cash. Oh, man. Forget how many houses she ended up buying on that Yoville game. You could have your apartment that you start off with, and then they offer houses and stuff. Dogs need to go outside. All right, Cajun Kev, we'll see you later. Have a good night. Yeah, she'd buy all those things. Then the clothes and stuff for your little figure to wear and stuff. Farmville and Yoville and Petville and Mafia World and all the other ones. Oh, you only had 5? I thought it was like 7 houses or something. She'd have one of them was like a castle, and then she had to have all the stuff that matched the castle and stuff. It's like Fairyland, and had to have like the couches that are made out of vines and stuff. But your person can never sit on them. You can just walk around them and look at them. But yeah, that was about it. That was what it was like back in the day, playing that Farmville. Then you take care of other people's chickens and crops and stuff, and you hope they're going to return the favor, but nah, they never do. I'd plant a farm, get busy, and then go back and everything's dead. Horses belly up, everybody's belly up. So, oh, the people can sit. Oh, that's right, they can sit. Yeah. But yeah, it was just put that down. You could bounce on trampolines and other stuff and do different stuff. I don't even know if they still have that on there. Oh, they could lay on beds and stuff too. I forgot about that too. Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to turn this off. So now you guys got stuff to do, and I'm starting to get congested, so I'm going to take care of that. So good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. My last live stream I did, some people left comments asking if I could do like a regular Thursday weekly live stream at like a set time and stuff. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about doing that. So I'll make an announcement. Maybe I'll start doing that on Thursday nights. And find a time where it's not going to be too late for everybody, but still give me enough time to get home from work without having to like rush in here like a madman trying to turn everything on. So anyways, have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time. It's better with that. I don't know if it's better with the light off or on. I don't know. So anyways, have a good night, everybody. We will see you later. Bye-bye.